Okay, so hi. I just want to get straight to it. I have a birthday coming up and I get very nostalgic around my birthday, and I was thinking about school, I was thinking about life and how it was so different back in the day. And so basically I was accessing random memories from elementary school, and I went to school in Washington State. There was this thing, I don't know why they served it to us because it wasn't healthy or at all, at school lunch, and it was called cheese zombies.
Who remembers this?
But I always seemed to pick the lunch day that cheese zombies were served on. So I want to recreate my favorite meal from elementary school, but I want to make it good. And I'm just going to make the whole meal that I would have eaten on my tray as a kid and kind of just making it grown up and a little bit better. I feel like it's gonna make me happy.
Looking at the menu at my old school, I'm not seeing cheese zombies on here anymore. They were on before the pandemic. They were still on here. Closest thing they have would probably be toasted cheese sandwich, but that is not a cheese zombie. Elementary school that I used to go to, please bring back this horrible, horrible dish.
Also, kids now don't get dessert with every lunch. This is news to me. Like, we have to be in school all day and you're not gonna give us a cookie. So I'm just gonna prep the cheese zombie right on the baking sheet, and I'm using crescent rolls. If you've had a cheese zombie, you kind of know that it's in between a scone texture pizza and a croissant or a crescent. And that's likely because it was enriched with something like milk or milk powder.
Also kind of stepping it up a little bit, some sharp white cheddar and American cheese. You have to have American cheese. So stick the cheese in. And this would be oozing out. The tines of a fork to dot over it.
Okay, next is the cookie. And these are the type of cookies that you put the sprinkles on before
They're baked. You know these cookies. And then because it was the 90s and early 2000s, they offered bread with every meal. So this is just a piece of pizza dough that I ripped off. I made this homemade, and you can bake pizza dough as bread. It totally works. Roll this in rosemary, dried rosemary.
Oh, the lovely breads. This is a lunch. Oh no. The cheese zombie is exploding as expected, and I have to move the cookie. I have to rescue it.
gotta have corn.
The ultimate elementary school lunch for me, I guess.
We have our cheese zombie, our sugar cookie, which is very pretty, bread rolls,
Applesauce, canned corn. Mine was frozen, and at my school we had a communal butter bucket, and you really wanted to get there early because it was really gross looking if you didn't. It was the best butter ever. I don't know where they bought it. I hope it was real butter.
Okay, so I'm going to taste all of this and just have a nostalgic moment. Probably haven't had this for close to 20 years. It got very crispy, and as you can see, the cheese is it's set. The cheese has set.
It's exactly how it would look when you picked it up, by the way.
I mean, it's really good.
The white cheddar was a good addition. It needed it. I actually brought milk to the party, even though I really can't drink it at all. I'm just gonna pour myself a little sip.
Remind me of the times that I did drink way too much milk.
I used to drink milk like water. In place of water, I would drink milk. I think most people from the 80s and 90s totally did this. The applesauce, this is homemade, of course.
Corn, predictably good. Actually, it's not that sweet. The school corn was sweeter. Who would have thunk? This is out of season corn. I don't know. Then the cookie. I don't want to take a bite of this roll because I have real dinner brewing on the stove right now. But I know that this is also good. Thank you so much for watching. If you're here, it's probably because you went to school in the Northwest or Washington specific. I liked reliving that experience. It didn't feel like that long ago. I will do this again.
The only thing missing was the smelly sweatiness of kids who had worked too hard at gym class that day. And I don't miss it. I really don't.
Thank you for watching.